Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Now let's look at the Cardinals come in 4.5-hour flight from Phoenix, Arizona, coming down to Charlotte to play the Panthers. Offensively, I like what I saw out of John Skelton. The biggest thing, he has a big arm. He knows where he wants to go with the football. The one thing that was highly important in last week's matchup, he didn't turn the football over. He has to maintain that same protection of the football against a team like Carolina that has some defensive pass rushers that can get after the quarterback. If you can protect the football, if you're John Skelton, you're going to keep that offense on pace, because the offensive line showed some pop last week, and they have to come up into this game with the same type of aggressiveness up front. You guys have some big bodies, so you guys were able to lean on the Denver Broncos. You should be able to run the football with some effectiveness against the Carolina Panthers. So look for Hightower to have a big day. Look for Beanie Wells, if he's going to get some carries, to have some success running the football, and that's going to give Skelton time back there in the pocket to hit Fitzgerald, to hit Breston, to hit Early Doucette back out there in the flank. So it's up to you guys to protect up front, get the running game going, and Skelton has to protect the football. That's the most important thing, which is why he did exceptionally well for a rookie last week. Now, defensively coming in, you don't want to let Jimmy Clausen get into a rhythm. He's a rhythm thrower. He's a guy that bird dogs his target, but if he gets in the rhythm, if he gets hot, he can be on fire. So it's up to you guys to disrupt that timing, disrupt his passing, switch up your defensive looks. You guys were able to get after the quarterback, cause a lot of problems for Orton last week. You should be able to switch up your defensive coverages to get pressure on Clausen and force him into errant throws, and that way you'll be able to have some success. And you look at the big matchup between Cromartie and Steve Smith. Cromartie has to win that battle. Now for the Panthers coming into this matchup offensively, guys, you can't allow yourself to get one-dimensional. You have some talented tailbacks. Who knew that you guys went 4 deep at the tailback spot? So you have to get this running game going. You have to get Goodson in the backfield, get him out of the backfield with catching passes, in the flanks as a receiver. He's a guy that can do damage. Jonathan Stewart is a big masher. You have to get both those guys involved in the running game as well as in the passing game. That's going to neutralize that pressure of the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to get those guys to try to protect the flanks, and that's going to allow Clausen more field to work with and make him have some easy throws for that offense to stay on pace. Now defensively coming in, guys, you're playing a rookie just like they're playing against your rookie, but you have a defensive front that can get pressure on a quarterback. Charles Johnson has been playing like a man this year, so it's up to you guys to make sure he lives in the backfield. Move him around the defensive line to get favorable matchups. That way you can attack. That way you force Skelton into errant throws. That way you confuse the rookie. This is going to be a second NFL start. So you guys have to make sure you get aggressive, and you have to protect your gaps defensively. Gap control defense is going to be huge, because Hightower is a guy that has quick feet, and he can find the cutback lane, and he has a burst through the hole that can take it a distance. So it's up to you guys to get gap control defense, and for Beeson and everyone to clean up the run and don't allow these guys to get positive gains outside the run attack. And you make sure your special team is shored up. It may be a lot of field goals in this ball game. So you guys, Casey, best kicker in Carolina history, he has to make, and the only kicker in Carolina history, he has to make his field goals. You guys have to keep this game close in order to have some success. I'm going with Arizona in this matchup. I think the Cardinals showed something last week. They finally fired off the football with that offensive line, and defensively they were aggressive. So look for them to take that same approach over to Carolina and play well in all facets of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. I look for Skelton to have another improved game on what he did last week. He's going to protect the football, and they're going to have a lot of balance, and that's what was missing from that Cardinals offense. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.